Hello there, tubers. This isn't my 450. This is a CRF 250 4-stroke. It's quite an old one. It's a 2005, a little bit newer than my 450. I picked it up for not a lot of money. There's a few things wrong with it. So what I'm doing here at the moment, there was a bit of a problem with the clutch when you were, it wasn't disengaging properly, and we were putting a set of new clutch plates in there and checking the clutch basket for wear as well, because usually what happens is little grooves get in this clutch basket, and that's what causes it to wear, because the plates, as you lose the clutch out, it sort of drags as if it's not been released properly. So the clutch basket, I've got it open and I've noticed that the actual clutch plates themselves are wore on this side. So hopefully that's all it is. So other than that, it's very clean. It's, like I said, it's a 2005, a few years old, but I can't find nothing else wrong with it, only that. So anyway, the reason I got it, it was my 450 this year. She's a bit too much of a handful for me at the moment, because I'm not fit enough and it's ripping my arms out. So I thought I'd get a lighter bike with a sort of half the horsepower, just to get me a bit more bike fit, and maybe then move this on after, perhaps. We'll see. If it turns out to be a good bike, I'll keep it. Like I said, it didn't cost me a lot, because everybody seems to be into electric start and stuff these days, and you'll be amazed how cheap you can pick these up. Right guys, I don't know if you can see that. I've done a few there, look. Like I said, it has been done before, but you only need a few swipes to get it sorted. Now, if you can see with that one there with them ridges in it, look, that's a problem. Because, how can you hear it? It's catching, and your plates get stuck in that then, and they'll just jerk like that when you lose the clutch out, and it won't work right. Well, up here now, where I've done it, you can see. I don't think I can do it when I hold it, but you just got to basically do it very lightly like that, at the same angle. I'm afraid I can't show you, I don't think. I think I'm getting it that wrong. No, I can't, I'm going to mess it up if I do it one-handed. But you get the gist of it. There's a bit of it off there. You've got to be quite careful you get it at the right angle. So I'll go around here and I'll do these and I'll show you again, okay? Right, tubers, if you can see that, I've gone round it all, removed all the marks. I haven't actually took much off. It's a couple of thou off. Then I've gone over it with bits of, it's like a sandpaper block, and made it all nice and slippery. It's a little bit, looks a little bit misshapen, but it isn't. It's not bad. So this will work, I think, alright. But I've got the inner clutch basket to do now. It's going to be harder, so that looks like it's going to work now. So I'll go and get the other clutch basket and we'll have a go at that one. Right, tubers, now this is the inner clutch basket, and you'll see, hopefully, if I can show you, see, the marks are quite bad on here as well. So we're going to try and file them off here, similar to what we've done before. Can you see them? Because that'll be catching on the plates like it's catching my finger there now. So we'll try and do that with it, draw them with a file, making it a bit better, but this one's harder to do, this one. So can't believe I'm showing you all these old school tricks. Before we had, when I was younger, we used to do this sort of thing all the time to keep things running. But as the years have gone on, in the last 10 or 20 years, they tend to buy new, don't they? instead of fixing them, but this should work. There, if you can see that, I've done these here. They've only been done roughly with a file at the moment, but I'll go over them with a fine sandpaper and these sanding blocks after. But you can see how different they are to them. There, look. It's a bit of a fiddly job because you've got a job to get the file in there and you've got to be quite careful with it. So I think this is going to work. But it's got a little bit of wear on the plate back there where my finger is, look. As well, that's gone a bit thin, so we probably might need a new one of these if we keep the bike. It should work fine for what we want it for at the moment, but if you started to do a bit of racing with it, maybe you need a new inner clutch basket. Right guys and gals, if there's anybody watching, I have done this as good as I can do it with the end of a file and sandpaper in these little hollows. That's as good as I can do it. I'm afraid I can't do it any better than that. It's just too tight of a job to get at. That was just a bit of oil on there. It's made a little bits of scores that way, but it should be better than it was. So we will try it. That one's looking well now. That one's going to work well. So hopefully this will as well. So we'll put this back on the motorbike and see how it'll work. So yeah. So that's how you can fix an inner clutch basket and an outer clutch basket. Right, we got this Pico clutch kit. Surprisingly, it wasn't a lot of money, considering it's got the springs in and the new plates, look. See, the other ones feel very light, these. Were rounded over on the edges here where my thumb is, remember? Thumbnail. So what you need to do with these is to soak them in the same oil and these that you're going to put in the bike. So it sort of soaks in a bit then, and when you start the bike up it won't wear the clutch straight away. So if you do it a couple hours is okay. You should really leave them overnight, to be honest. So we'll see. I might leave them overnight yet. Right, I put all the clutch plates back in, every other. These lot have been soaking in oil for a couple of days now because I didn't put it back together the last time I was doing it. So we put the top hat on here, look, that thing, so don't forget to put that there. Now we're going to get that outer clutch there, put this on, and then you've got to torque up the springs, the new springs bolts on here, okay? So make sure you torque them properly. Right, we torqued them all up, and now we're going to put this outside cover on, put some oil in it, and see how it works. So there we are, that's how we install a clutch. Right, now we're going to get this screw out here. You can see. I'm going to fill this up with engine oil till it starts to come out of that hole, and then it'll be the right level. Sorry, clutch oil until it starts to come out of that hole, and that'll be the right level then. And we'll put that screw back in.